All right, back here on the show, and it's time to say hello again to our friend, the one, the only.
Hi, buddy.
Andy Gresh.
How are you, pal?
He's half the man he used to be.
That's right.
Lost a lot of weight.
Slim, trim, rough, tough, buff. 320.
And he's spending his life now down in the big city of New York, which will explain the shave.
Should I get rid of it? Is it a little pompous?
It's a bit much, but you can pull it off.
I know I can.
You can pull it off. So, good to see you.
You've missed me, haven't you?
I have missed you.
How much fun have you not had since I've been gone?
It has been the most uninteresting 9 months of my life.
Good.
But it's getting
Your
better
wife's
already.
going to be real happy you said that.
Okay, let's go. Let's talk Patriots. Brady's back. Obviously the knee and then the shoulder, but...
Next.
Exactly.
He's going to be fine. Now, look, the one thing we've learned about Tom Brady is that this guy, he's almost automatic. And, Patrick, the one thing I love about the approach he's taken going into this year is he's hell-bent on proving that quarterbacks who have knee injuries don't have bad seasons that next year. Now, his was in early September. He had a longer time to recover as opposed to Palmer and some of the other ones. He's absolutely going to be fine. He may end up, I think, actually, I've been saying all year, all summer long, he's going to win the MVP.
Okay. Receiving, let's break it down by position. Really not much of a change there, and then you add guys like Galloway and Greg Lewis, who I haven't seen much of in the preseason, but Welker, his health.
I think they like Lewis. He's going to end up being on this team, and I would not be surprised if at times you ended up seeing Randy Moss on one side, you see Joey Galloway on the other, and then the next thing you know, you got Wes Welker in the slot, or maybe Kevin Falk in the slot as well. They have a lot of position flexibility. They're going to be able to mix and match and do the whole manipulation by formation better than anybody. They're good at it. They're going to be great at it this year.
Will we ever see the first-round pick, Lawrence Maroney, ever again?
Well, it depends on if you consider we've seen Lawrence Maroney, and I know for flashes we have seen the guy early in his career and at times late in the playoff run during the perfect season, or the almost perfect season. Sorry, I guess it's a Freudian slip. I go, oh, it was perfect for the regular season. But anyway, no, I'm not expecting. You know who he's turned into? He's Fred Astaire. He is Pro Football's version of Fred Astaire. He'll never hit the hole and run hard. That's why they got Fred Taylor here, so he can keep on his dancing shoes and do his Denny Terrio.
All right, O-line is the same. Let's go over the defensive side of the ball. Teddy Bruschi retires. No offense to Teddy, but don't think that's
time.
It's not a big deal because he's only going to play 10 plays a game max this year anyway. I'm not worried about them stopping the run, but covering good wide receivers and the linebackers covering running backs.
Well, it's getting after the passer first and foremost. And before all those things fall into place, you've still got to be able to get after the quarterback. That's where Derek Burgess has got to step up. And, Patrick, I still believe that the best way for them to consistently get after the quarterback is to turn those fat bellies loose up front. Brace, Seymour, Warren, Wilfork, Jarvis Green, let those guys rush, get out of their lanes, and get after the quarterback and be, as Bill Parcells once said about Chris Slade, dogs chasing cars. The other part of it, too, is the secondary will ultimately settle down once the pass rush gets taken care of. Don't worry so much about the linebackers. And remember, you play almost 45% nickel and dime in this league now, and that number may go up as we see more and more teams go to 4 and 5 wide receiver, or at least open sets. So I'm not too worried about it. I think the secondary will shake out. The linebacking core won't be that big an issue, at least I don't think.
Yeah, with Mayo and Dallas Thomas, it's not like they don't have experience.
Look, if you put the 4 fat bellies up front, turn Gerard Mayo loose, you're still going to be pretty good against the run because the guy is going to develop into a premier middle linebacker.
Will this be a year where the Patriots beat a lot of teams like 31-28? You expect a lot where the offense is going to have to bail out the defense at least to start?
That's a very good question. I think so. I think the Patriots are ultimately, at least early, and you're right, they're going to have to outscore people. You can't go in trusting this defense considering the way they played. And whatever you take out of the preseason is whatever you take out of it. I look at this group and say they're flawed. They've got issues. They have the ability to work it out. Now, will those guys step up? And the other thing, too, real quick, is we haven't seen the pop yet. We haven't seen the old Patriots defense, that X factor. We're waiting to see who is going to become the X factor. Gerard Mayo can only do so much.
All right, final question is the obvious one is how many games do they win? Do they win the division going away?
They win the division going away. I think they win 13 this year. 13. Now, the problem is, in this AFC as stacked as it is, I don't know if that's going to get you home field advantage or if it's even going to get you a bye. into the divisional round.
Jeez.
The AFC is going to be loaded. Look, when you take New England, Pittsburgh, Indianapolis, San Diego, mark it down, those 4 are going to be in. Everybody else is fighting for the 2 wild card spots. We could see every team in the AFC have 10 and maybe for the first time ever, although it's unlikely, 11 wins across the board.
All right, he is Andy Gresh. He is back in the mix. He's smooth. He's slick. He's
nice
slimmer.
To see you, buddy.
Good to see you, too.
I'll start breaking out suits.
No, you don't have to.
You want me to look
New
like
York.
a monkey
No,
like you?
No, that's New York look, man. I can't pull that off.
This is Providence. I mean,
that's actually Providence, too.
No, I'd have to go with white jacket, black shirt for Providence.
Well done, buddy. Good to see you again.
Nice to see
Welcome
you, pal.
back. All
Thank
right.
you
Have a
very
good
much. I'm
season
glad
on the
you guys
radio.
had me back.
On the radio, the pre- and post-game show. Good luck this year, Andy. And wish me luck.